Banking forms an integral part of any business, so when there are limitations to certain services, this can create difficulty for some business owners. Arturo is the co-owner of a local bar that opened in October last year, but since opening, he has experienced some challenges with banking. The Falklands' lack of online banking services means that for Arturo, moving money between his business accounts can be complicated.
At the moment, moving money from different accounts, it is an issue for us, or sometimes we cannot do payments with this card, from the local banking card. For example, for us, the only way to get payments by card is open an account out of here. We cannot transfer the money straight from the card's payment to the bank in here. That's something that I think it can improve.
Since 1983, Standard Chartered Bank has been the only bank in the Falkland Islands, and while the services provided by the bank have assisted with the development of the islands, they now need to be updated. As time has passed, the bank has not always been able to adapt to technological and social developments. Cash, cheques and other forms of paper transfer remain the only viable option for local payments. Last November, Falkland Islands Chamber of Commerce decided to commission a review into the island's banking services to see how some of these issues could be improved.
People are used all over the world now to internet banking and doing their banking electronically, living their lives to a much greater extent electronically, and here we're not doing it. So we thought that the thing to do would be to get together with the bank and the government and have a discussion about, should we have a review, should we look at what we might reasonably expect in a community of this size, in this location, and with our sort of level of infrastructure, and then how do we migrate from one to the other.
2 independent consultants visited the islands in January of this year to meet with the government and local businesses to understand current banking provision and its constraints. After the visit, they presented their findings in a report with a list of recommendations. As a result of the review, it was concluded that in order to bring the Falklands banking system into line with similar regions, the best solution would be for Standard Chartered Bank to work with key stakeholders to improve overall service proposition. Some of the suggested initiatives to encourage these actions included migrating the Standard Chartered Bank branch onto a UK sorting code to ease the transferring of funds between Falklands and abroad, initiating commercial lending workshops between Standard Chartered, FIDC and FIG to make it easier for businesses to receive necessary financing, the improvement of communication between the Falkland Islands and executive levels of Standard Chartered, and the launching of online and mobile banking.
So we've already had our first round of discussion with all the stakeholders. This happened earlier, last week. In that, we got together to discuss and also potentially put timelines to some of these targets. So we've all gone back to our organizations to see how best we can go about this. At the moment, the timelines cannot be shared because we're still working on those. However, heads have joined to see how best we can move forward with these.
While these recommendations bring some hope for business owners like Arturo, it's clear that goals for a fully modernised banking service will still take more time.